ending much speculation, the Congress has released its third list of 43 candidates for the Karnataka Assembly elections. They've fielded the former BJP leader, the former Deputy Chief Minister Laxman Savadi from the Athani Assembly seat. In a setback for the former Chief Minister, the Congress has not fielded the former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah from the Kolar Assembly constituency. Instead, they fielded the Kothurji Manjunath from the seat. Mr. Siddaramaiah was seeking to contest from the Kolar Assembly seat as a second constituency. The party has already fielded him from the Varana constituency, which was earlier represented by his son. Now, further down along the list, the party has also fielded the former Governor Margaret Alva's son, Nivedit Alva, from the Kumta Assembly seat. The party so far fielded candidates in 209 seats, including 124 in the first list, another 42 in the second, and I think about another seats for about 15 more candidates are still pending. Now, again, the big takeaway is Mr. Savadi, who announced his decision to resign from the primary membership of the BJP after being denied a ticket to contest in the May 10th Assembly elections, had joined the Congress as recently as Friday. Mr. Savadi, a Lingayat leader in the Belagavi district, on Friday resigned from the Legislative Council and the BJP before heading to the office of the Congress, announcing that from today onwards he will have no connection with the BJP. He will be a devoted and a loyal worker of the Congress, quote, just as he was in the BJP for 20 to 25 years. And the Chief Minister, the Karnataka Chief Minister, Basavaraj Bommai, has filed his nomination from the Shigaon constituency for the upcoming assembly polls. Before filing his papers, he visited the Siddharud Math, which is in Hubli. The BJP is expected to release their third list of 12 candidates for the assembly elections later today. We have Veera Raghav joining us. So, Veera Raghav, the big takeaway from that third list of the Congress first, Mr. Siddaramaiah not getting his wish for a second constituency. Take us through that decision. How easy was it to arrive at? What were the factors that were considered? And what is the likely fallout or the repercussions of this likely to be?
In hindsight, Sarah, as one Congress leader put it, it was an avoidable embarrassment self-created by Mr. Siddaramaiah having announced his desire to contest from a second seat. I think the party was very clear that it was going to be one seat per candidate in an election where there are several factors at play, and they didn't want to allow one leader to be seen as supreme to the rest of the party. NDTV Sunil Prabhu was the first to break that story that Siddaramaiah was unlikely to get a second seat in Kolar, I think almost a week ago, and it was sort of expected. So I think there was a sense in the Siddaramaiah camp as well that it may have been pushed too far and he was unlikely to get that second seat. However, it would be an embarrassment. We'll have to wait and see how he reacts. I don't expect much of a public reaction on it at the moment here in Karnataka. Sarah.
But Veera Raghav, also this comes just on the eve. We are finally going to see that Congress rally taking place tomorrow in Kolar. Rahul Gandhi is finally going to be addressing it. It has been postponed quite a bit until now.
That's right. I think that's why they had to make it very clear by today. Also, you just have till the 20th to file nominations. So it was time to finalize that. So they had to send out a very clear message. I'm sure there have been consultations within. Avoidable embarrassment, as I mentioned to you, it was unnecessary to have publicly expressed the desire to contest from the second seat, when I think within the party there was clarity that it was going to be one seat per person. Why, Sarah, this is important is because there are several chief ministerial aspirants within the party. When you give one particular candidate 2 seats, then it looks like that one is first amongst equals. So I think the party wanted to avoid any such confusion and any such dissension within the party from other leaders, and hence taken this call. So look, we are sticking with this rule of 1 seat per person. Even at the start, when there was confusion over which seat he was in, I think the Congress High Command was pretty clear that it's your decision to choose whichever seat you want to do, but just choose one seat.
All right, talking about sending a message, let's talk about Hubli, Dharwad. Until now, Veera Raghav, it was all in the news for the right reasons, that Bharat Vande Express last weekend, we were talking all about that. But today, the narrative not all rosy. You have a disgruntled BJP leader who's now claiming that this decision by the party not to give him a ticket could cost, what, 20, 25 seats, he claims. What's going on here?
Well, I think that's the internal friction within the BJP at the top level in terms of the camps that are operating at loggerheads with each other. That's possibly resulted in this. It is, again, an embarrassment for the BJP, given that they've already seen several dissidents, including the one you mentioned at first, Laxman Savadi, going out. Mr. Shettar is a highly respected figure inside the BJP. May not be this mass leader like a Yediyurappa, somebody who can really change the narrative in an election, but deep down, a core RSS man, a Lingayat, a person who's from Hubli Dharwad, several times represented the seat. So there is an emotional connect as well that's there. So we'll have to wait and see how the BJP navigates this. He has come again and publicly declared that he's still hopeful of that seat. If he's not given the seat, what his next course of action would be interesting. Interesting also, Sarah, that the Congress has kept that Hubli Dharwad seat open, waiting to find what will happen. Though I think it would be a stretch to imagine somebody who's so core committed to the RSS ideology and the BJP at a personal level. In fact, his father was an RSS worker as well, Mr. Jagdish Shettar. So it would be difficult to imagine him shift sides like Laxman Savadi would do. But it's important for the BJP to address that issue as well. I think a lot of senior leaders are in confabulation on this.